Hello viewers, today the recipe that I am going to share with you is of naan bread, and you can easily make naan bread at home without your clay oven. So without any further delay, let's start. So viewers, to make our naan bread, here I have taken some warm water in a bowl, and to this warm water I am adding some yeast. Now after adding yeast, I am going to add some sugar to this mixture. Now mix all these ingredients really well and put this mixture to a side for 15 to 20 minutes. Now in order to make the dough for the naan bread, here I'm going to take some plain flour and I'm adding some salt to it. After adding the salt, I'm adding some baking powder to the flour. Next comes the plain unsweetened yogurt. After adding the yogurt, I'm going to add some warm milk to the flour. Next comes the egg, one whole egg. After adding the egg, I'm going to add some oil to the flour. Now lastly, I'm going to add the yeast mixture to the flour, and now with the help of a spoon I'm going to just bind everything together. Make sure that all the ingredients are mixed well with the flour. Now at this point, if you think that the flour mixture is a bit dry, you can add some more warm milk to the flour and keep on stirring and mixing it. Once all the ingredients are mixed really well, at this point I'm going to knead the flour really well. So maybe for 5 minutes, knead the flour really well. So after kneading the dough for 5 minutes, this is what the dough is going to look like. So once the dough is ready, before putting it to a side to rise, apply some oil on top of the dough with the help of a brush. So when the dough rises, it does not stick to the sides of the bowl. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to cover the bowl with a cling film and put it in a warm place in the kitchen. After 2 hours, this is what the dough should look like. So what you can do is you can check it by poking your finger into it, and it should bounce back. Now our the dough for our naan bread is ready. So viewers, here I have taken some dry flour on a countertop, and I'm going to place the dough on top of the dry flour. And here I am going to knead the dough for another 5 minutes so that our naan bread is all soft and fluffy. And after kneading the dough, I have divided it into 8 small portions. Next, I have taken one of the portions and rolled it out in a round circular shape. So this is going to be the plain naan bread. So on a medium flame, what I've done is that I have heated a pan, a cast iron pan, and I'm applying some oil to it. After applying some oil to the cast iron pan, I'm going to place the naan bread on top of the oil. So I'm going to cook it from one side for at least 2 to 3 minutes. until some bubbles start to form on the top. Once the bubbles start to form, I'm applying some oil on the top part of the naan bread. As you can see that I'm using a brush to do that. Now at this point I'm just going to check the color, and yes, it is golden brown from the bottom, so I have just flipped it. Now in the similar way, cook it from the bottom part again for 2 to 3 minutes, and meanwhile keep on rotating it so that it does not acquire the color on one side only. So I'm just going to flip and check if the color is evenly distributed, and yes, it is golden brown from the bottom as well. Now at this point, if you think that it is undercooked or not cooked properly, you can just press it with the help of a spatula and keep on flipping and check that it's cooked from all the sides. And now our naan bread is ready. Now this one is the plain version of naan bread. So viewers, you can make a naan bread of your own choice. You can add the topping of your choice. So in the next step, I'm showing you how to make garlic naan. So for that, I have taken a cast iron pan and added some oil to it. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the garlic naan on it. So on the top part, I have added some garlic. Now I'm going to cook the bottom part of the naan first for 2 to 3 minutes. And again, as soon as you see the bubbles on the top part, just flip it, and here you can see that the naan is cooked from the bottom and also from the top. So garlic naan is ready. Next one is sesame seed naan, and here you can make impressions with your fingertips like this. Add some milk with the help of a brush so that the sesame seeds stick to the naan. After applying some milk on the naan, I'm adding some sesame seeds as topping. And in the same manner as the other naans were cooked, I am going to put it on a cast iron pan that is already greased. Once the naan is cooked from one side and the bubbles start to form on top, I'm just going to rotate it and then flip it, and here you can see the golden brown color on the bottom part. Now keep on rotating it so that our sesame seeds don't burn. Here what I'm going to do is that I am going to apply some oil on the top part with the help of a brush. And after applying the oil, what I'm going to do here is that I am going to flip it over to see the color on the other side. And as you can see the bubbles forming, apply some oil on the top part now. Flip it over and press it with the help of a spatula. And once the naan is cooked, just see that it's all cooked from all the sides, then it's ready to serve. So the last one is black seed naan, and here what I've done is that I have put some black seeds on the top of the naan bread, and in the same manner I'm going to cook it from both sides. So once it's cooked from the bottom part for 2 to 3 minutes, I have flipped it here and applied some oil to it. I'm going to cook it from both sides and see that it is evenly cooked from all sides. Once our naan bread is ready, I'm going to serve it. So viewers, if you have liked my recipe, comment, share and like, and don't forget to subscribe so you can see my future recipes.